Welcome to Vegan Ultra. I'm your inspiration guide, Adam Gallus, on this epic quest for health, hope, and happiness, in which I lose 150 pounds in 12 months on a whole food vegan diet while walking 3,000 miles to prove to myself, my family, and everyone watching on YouTube that we can all become the ultra versions of ourselves if we give it a chance and are powered by plants. Today is a special edition of why to go vegan and stay vegan, hope for a hopeless world. I want to share with you some personal stories of mine that will hopefully inspire you, while also showcasing some very important benefits of a vegan diet. Honey, I lost my job. This is something that every husband dreads having to tell his wife, because imagine if you are a traditional American family with two kids, both parents working. If one of you loses your job, that it can be a 50+% decline in income. And as you can see here, 72% of Americans currently do not feel financially secure. This is from a survey from August of 2017. But let me show you this. This is absolutely shocking. Right now, it's the best economy in 83 years, with about 5% growth since the end of the pandemic, thanks to all that stimulus. Now, this is something that everybody can relate to, and even me. I have just discovered that my business is facing a major setback from two key customers that I can't legally talk about, but I can tell you my income is about to fall by 50+%. Now, I don't have children right now or a wife, but I do have a small business. I have employees relying on me. I have family members that I'm helping to support. I have those wonderful, effective charities that I talked about, including sponsoring this year alone 23 children that we're saving the lives of, me and my family. I have a lot of hopes and dreams resting on my shoulders, and this is a very big hit to me personally. But you know what? In this industry, this is the kind of thing that happens. This has happened to me no less than twice before. The first time I started in this business, I saw explosive growth in the first year. And then my company reorganized and restructured and laid off 98% of writers. My income fell by 75%, and I was told, be thankful you still have a job at all. When I started my business and struck out on my own, the company I was working for said, wow, you're now competing with us. You're fired. And my income was cut in half. And of course, by that point, I had a lot more responsibilities, and it was a lot scarier. Each time I was able to do what the Army taught me, adapt and overcome, because as Robert Herjavec likes to say, one of my favorite sharks, very inspiring businessman, tough times never last, tough people always do. And so I was able to rise like a phoenix from the ashes, soar to new heights, always overcoming every setback and building my business. And I have a wonderful business partner, and we have a very solid plan that we're executing on. This is a major setback. It's going to take a few more years than we previously thought to reach our hopes and dreams, but we are confident we can do so. And here's the part that I hope inspires you. When I told my dietitian about my Blue Zone vegan diet, she warned me. She said, I have seen people like you before, not necessarily losing as much weight as quickly as you, but I have seen people try this, change their life, experience incredible benefits, almost miracle transformation. And then they ran into some kind of trauma. Maybe it was a death in the family. Maybe it was a job loss. Maybe it was an illness like cancer diagnosis, maybe for themselves or a family member, something that triggered a return to their former addictions. And let me tell you that this was a fear of mine, because while I might seem like a joyful vegan and vegan-angelical, and it's like everything is wonderful living in a personal utopia, let me tell you, this year has been one of the worst years of my life. But the first time my income dropped by 75%, I gained 50 pounds, and I doubled how much nicotine I was consuming. Then the second time, I suffered that 50% drop when I launched my company. I doubled my nicotine intake again, and I gained 100 pounds. Because that, like so many people, I used food as a crutch to feel better. Or at least I thought it made me feel better. And this time, even though this year has been a very traumatic year, and this is certainly not the way I wanted to end it going into the holidays, I truly feel no desire to binge on the junk food that I used to eat. That Chick-fil-A addiction. Heck, I don't even crave the So Delicious caramel salted ice cream, the best ice cream in the world, vegan cashew milk. And if there was any time for a pint of that, this would be that time. And yet, I don't feel that. I don't crave that. And you know why? Because I know that how you treat your body, that's truly important in terms of things like your gut microbiome. 50% of the serotonin your body produces comes from the bacteria in your gut. And so some people will tell you, hey, when I eat like crap, I feel like crap. Well, yes, it can in fact be associated with higher rates of depression and anxiety. And partially that's because of sleep. If you don't eat well, you'll sleep worse. When you sleep, that is when your brain is flushing out the various toxins and byproducts that build up during the day. And that only happens with a deep restorative sleep. So if you're not eating right, you're going to not sleep well. You're not going to feel well emotionally. Believe me, it is a crutch that it will not help you. And so I feel almost blessed that I know right now it feels like crap. But I know a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when I am back at new heights of joy, soaring like a phoenix to new heights, I will look back on this as a blessing. And I know that with so many Americans struggling in this time of high inflation, 72% of you struggling to make ends meet and not feeling financially secure, and with a recession likely in 2024, I understand the fear that you're going through. I feel that myself. The economy booming officially, and yet so many people are suffering. But I want to use my own example and showcase one more thing for you to give you hope in this hopeless world, especially on the weekends, as I like to say, weekends are for dreaming. Let's talk about the example of Finland, which just named the happiest country in the world for the 6th consecutive time. Now you might be wondering, how is it that Finland can be the happiest country? It's a frozen wasteland where it's dark half the year. But you know what? The Finns have a concept called sisu, resilience, that no matter how bad things get, they focus on the blessings they have. And you know what? When I first started my business, just like Mark Cuban, he was living on ketchup sandwiches. I was living on pickle, juice, and mustard. Well, I am thankful that as bad as things might get, I get to eat a wonderful meals with family, with friends, that my family will be taken care of. My employees will be taken care of. It might be a blow for me for a few months or even years, but we're all going to be okay. And that kind of focus on the blessings you have and have a plan. Don't just hope and pray everything's going to be okay. No, you have to have a plan. But when you have a plan based in science and logic and reason, and you execute on that plan, you know that you will adapt and overcome, just like they teach in the Army. And that's the thing. I am Army Strong. I am Vegan Ultra. And Vegan Ultra is more than just about some guy losing 150 pounds in a year and walking 3,000 miles. Vegan Ultra is a mindset. It is a Finland-like sisu mindset for ultimate resilience in a world that is a house of horrors, but a world in which wonderful people that I have met, like my friend Sean, like the people at the vegan meetups, like my friends and family, we are all working together to save Spaceship Earth, and we will accomplish it. The world needs saving. The world needs Avengers. The world needs us all to become the Captain America versions of ourselves, and we can do that with a Blue Zone vegan lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video to help other people find it on YouTube, and consider trying a Blue Zone vegan lifestyle. Remember, this is science-based magic and nutrition-fueled sorcery that's helped me to lose 85 pounds in 5 months, becoming the healthiest, happiest version of myself, resilient in the face of a terrible year. And it can help anybody become the Captain America version of yourself if you just give it a chance and are powered by plants.